experiencing some anxiety because you're starting a new job, and this video is for you. Welcome to this channel, everyone. My name is Tayo, and today we're going to be talking about some practical steps on how to overcome fears or anxiety when we're starting a new job. I know exactly how you're feeling, but before we get into that, congratulations. Now you've gotten that job, you've gotten through all the orders of the different stages of an interview. Amazing stuff. Well done. Super proud of you. All of the amazing and exciting thoughts are now starting to wear off because what? Resumption day is just at the corner, right? I'm going to talk you through some of the steps, practical steps on how you can overcome whatever it is that you're starting to feel. I've told them all of this amazing stuff during my interview. I've told them this, I've told them that. How do I actually deliver, right? Just stay with me on this video as I share some of my tips that has worked for me in the past. Tip number 1, I want you to have a thankful mindset, okay? What does that actually really mean to say have a thankful mindset? And I know you're probably there thinking, oh, but Tayo, why are you telling me to have a thankful mindset? I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling a little bit nervous to starting my new job. Yes, I want you to have a thankful mindset. A thankful mindset ensures that you appreciate your journey and you can really pat yourself on your back and say, well done, I deserve this. And you should take a pause and say to yourself, I deserve this job. I got this job because I deserve it. I got this job because someone on that panel or people on that panel thought I was deserving. You didn't get a job because you cooked up things for your recruiters. You didn't get a job because you lied on your resume. You simply got the job because there's no other better person for that job other than yourself. So please keep that in mind. You deserve it, and that's why you got the job. Number 2 is to embrace the fear or the anxiety or the nervousness that you're feeling. I tell you that because, as human beings, oftentimes our body or our brain goes into the survival mode, which is where we're feeling, we don't have sufficient information about something, or we're not quite sure how to go about things, right? So we begin to have those feelings of fear and anxiety that can quickly cripple us if we want to do the right so for it. All right, so please, I want you to embrace your fear. Your fear is absolutely normal. Whatever it is you're feeling, what am I going to say if someone asks me this on the job, or what am I going to do if someone says something that I'm not too sure of? It's all part of it. Now my next tip is going to tell you some of the things that you can do to actually tackle this fear. You need to plan and be prepared, okay? What does that actually mean, to plan and to be prepared? Leading up to your day one, you know exactly what some of the expectations are of you, on this job, right? So you need to get your story together, start to prepare. Whether or not you get introduced, right? Or you have to introduce yourself, you need to prepare for things like that. But before you even get into that, if you're attending the first day, or if you're going to the office, for your first day, you want to ensure that you do not turn up late. Guys, that does not look good on anyone. Please don't ever turn up late. Try and map out your journey before the day. Know if you need to catch the bus or you need to catch the train or you're driving. Try and find out all of this important, information before the day. But if you're attending virtually, which is even good, try and, prepare yourself. Present professionally. If you need to iron your clothing, make sure you do that. And if you're like me, I have to get my hair laid, I need to get my clothes ironed, I need to get a lot of things ready. Do whatever works for you in terms of preparation, if it's any of those things that I've mentioned. Because what that does to me, it fuels or it builds your confidence. For me personally, when I present well, when I'm ready, when I've really filled my mind with a lot of information about what I'm about to do, I appear more confident. I'm able to speak, more confidently to people. So do not forget to plan and to prepare for this day. Nothing good comes easy, right? As part of your preparation as well, you want to prepare for simple questions. When you get introduced, you have to walk up to people and introduce yourself. You need to be able to display to them that yes, I also want to be here. I want to, I love this environment. So when someone says, oh, hello, they introduce themselves to you. If someone even walks up to you and they say, hello, you're the new business analyst, or you're the new Scrum master. Yes, you want to say something like, yes, indeed, I am. My name is Tayo Oriowo. I like to say my first name and my last name, okay? I think that makes you really sound very professional and make you sound very confident. I'm the new business analyst and I'm going to be working in the XYZ program. And you can also add on top of that, I have just moved from Justin Solutions where I've led the business analysis practice. So let them know where you've come from, let them know what you're currently doing. Nice and short, okay? You do not need to go into a lot of stories. It is not an interview. Always remember that. But of course, you need to be prepared. And you do this smiling. You need to be warm. You need to smile. And, you do all of these things and you begin to, ease yourself into that environment. So yes, refresh your knowledge about the role, refresh your knowledge about the position description that you would have been given. Also, try and brush up, your story. What are some of the things that you studied in, during your interview? Make sure they are the same. Make sure things are accurate, right? Make sure your story aligns. However, another thing that I would like to tell you is don't be scared to ask questions. Now, a lot of people who have, upskilled or transitions, etc., I find out that they find it a little bit hard to ask questions. Please don't fall into the loop. The reason that you probably don't know something is not simply because you transition. Sometimes it's simply because you are new, okay? You're new in the organization. You don't know the structure. So please don't be scared to ask questions. But of course, for someone who's transitioned, you cannot go out there and be saying, so how do I write requirements? That's a silly question. Please don't ever do that, okay? I'm talking about questions that visibly do not sit within your remit at that point in time. But they're not something that you should have an answer to, right? So please don't be scared. Measure things. And sometimes before you ask questions, you want to go online, right? Try and see if you can find information on Confluence or, in any of their repository, if it's an information that you can find online. So another thing that I want to tell you is please record everything and anything. Yes, they may not make sense to you at that point in time, but it's going to make sense later. So get yourself a notepad or you record on your notes or your OneNote or your computer. Try and record, try and collect as much as information as possible. And where possible as well, try and record, right? Where it is safe to do so, right? Please try and record some important sessions so you can play back and actually get a more holistic understanding of what is being said. And lastly, that I'm going to say to you is stay very close to your community of support. Whether it is you have a mentor or whether it is you have a community that you're currently in, try to stay very close to them because, when you need to validate some of the things that you're doing and some of the activities that you're doing, you have people behind you that can provide you some advice, right? Or even provide you on some strategies on how to do a few things better. Well, we'll cap it at this today. I hope that some of these tips, would help you as you start that new job in the next coming days. I will catch up with you later. But in the meantime, good luck for your next role. Bye.